Okay, well, I'm just getting it warmed up in the shop here. I am going to start on this little bench that I'm going to put against this wall over here underneath these shelves. And I just did some preliminary thinking. I'm going to bring it up about 34 inches, and I am going to put these casters on it, on the legs, so I'll be able to roll it around. And I'm going to use my 2.5 or whatever this is angle bar right there. Got a bunch of it, so I'll use that for the legs and for going around the perimeter of the thing. I've got a bunch of this other stuff here which I could also use, but I already cut a whole bunch of this stuff, and so I'm going to use it. I cut it, and I didn't need to cut it. I was going to use it over on my balcony when I was doing some work over there, and then had a different idea, and so decided not to. Right? Also, so I'm going to do that, and the other thing that I need to do is I picked up this rolling tool cabinet, right, from Harbor Freight. So this is really inexpensive rather. It's not bad. It's got some good drawers in it, and it's got a little lid for the top where you can put some tools in there. It's got on the bottom a little shelf-like thing. And it's got a number of drawers there that I can put tools in. It's not too big, but it's not like I have a humongous amount of tools that I need to stow away. Eventually, I will want to get another one. But, the thing, I believe, at least based on the models that they had set up in the store, it was plenty strong for my needs. I compared it to one that they had set up in Home Depot. I think it was a Husky, or I don't know. I think that this one was stronger. I think this one was better built, and it was a lot cheaper, right? So for the same thing, that cost me $150. So we'll put it together, and I'll be able to do give a better sort of assessment of it. But for the money, I believe that one is better than the Husky. And they have all kinds of models, similar models to what you would find in the Husky. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm not going to let that thing go for too long because I don't want to die. But I just get it warmed up in here, and so this will sort of be a test. It's got to be, it's definitely below freezing outside. This will be a test for me to be able to see how well this little area here holds the heat. And the other thing that I got, another little project that I need to do, if I can find it here, is for the blade on oh yeah, it's definitely colder in here. Wow. For the blade on the plow over there, I picked up some, what it is, it's like some rubber, it's like a rubber thing that goes right where the blade is, right? So that you're not right down where the blade is. It's a strip of rubber that goes along the edge there, and what that does is it helps you from if you hit something, it could be maybe you have cracks and stuff in your concrete or pavement, and that helps to absorb the impact, so that you're not chipping away at your concrete. I mean, I know that, for example, I've got these springs in here that, go down if you do hit something, which happens occasionally. but it also decreases the noise, right? So I think it has a sort of a two-pronged effect. One is, little rocks and stuff and, pieces that are sort of sticking up underneath the, from the pavement or the concrete. The blade would just go through and, pick it right up, right? And slowly but surely, you're probably stripping things away on your concrete or pavement. And so with the rubber thing there, what that does is that sort of gives it a squeegee effect, and it's going to reduce the amount of wear and tear on the blade, reduce the amount of wear and tear on your driveway or whatever it is that you're plowing, and also decrease the noise. So I can't find that box. I know it's around here somewhere, but that's going to be another project. All right, well, there's one leg. One leg down, and while I'm cutting these legs, I decided I would start putting that thing together. So yeah, just opened it. It comes with these legs, I guess. It looks pretty simple to put together. I just need to screw on the legs, apparently. So, I'm going to start cutting another leg for the bench here on that thingy, and I'll start getting this thing set up here and give you an update here in a minute. Okay, well, I've got two of the legs cut. Right there, there's two of them, one against the other there. That other one was just a spare that I found. It wasn't quite the length that I needed. Working on my third leg now. Got all the pieces and stuff out. The way this thing starts out is for putting the general together. Is you start with the wheels. And looks pretty straightforward. I just have to find some screws and washers and bolts and wheels. After I get those wheels on, then I put the legs on, or the whatever those things are, the risers. These pieces here that go up and down. And again, they go, you got screws all around that. Then, looks like I put this little shelf in here, and so forth. Alright, so I'm going to get started on the wheels now. Nice, good-sized wheels. I like that. When you're pushing things around in the shop, and you don't want those tiny wheels where you hit just a little fragment of something and it skids. These are heavy, nice and heavy duty. Better than the ones I picked up for my bench. I mean, hell, I ought to switch those suckers out. But the only issue with these are they're not... they're not the kind that swivel. Oh, well. Okay, so two of them swivel. The front ones would swivel. Interesting, okay. That's probably what I should have done. So two of them swivel, two of them don't. And these are more heavy duty. Okay. Okay, well, I've got this thing put together. I've got my 4 legs cut. And... putting this thing together took me, I don't know, I came out here, it probably took me about 2 hours. Probably shouldn't have taken me that long, but it did. I was cutting those legs over there at the same time. So anyway, it's kind of late and I'm ready to quit. I haven't had too much time to mess around with this thing. It is kind of good from the standpoint of it's easy to push around these wheels here, pivot. Over here, you know, they're just straight wheels. So, and plus they're locking. It's you know, it's fairly sturdy stuff. You know, the way this thing works, you can't. Okay, so you can open it, and it's got this little latch. You have to pull right there. Otherwise, you can't open it, right? And if the lid is shut, it pushes down some things in the back that make it so that even if you unlatch it, you still can't open it. This lid has to be open. So I don't know if I like that. But, you know, it's a safety thing, you know, to keep somebody from stealing it. So if you shut the lid and you lock it, then, you know, nobody can open up any of the drawers or anything. So that's how that's supposed to work. Thing is, you know, if somebody wants to get in there, I think that they'll probably be able to, you know, get into that little lock pretty easily with just a big screwdriver. They could probably just stick it in there and turn it really, really, you know, if they're strong enough, and just bust it. So, in any case, you know, it might be a little bit of a deterrent. It's got these things on the sides here where you can put, you know, screwdrivers and things like that. It's kind of cool, you know, and it's, you know, it's halfway, you know, it's pretty sturdy. You know, I like this thing better than the Husky. You know, you know, I'm sure that this is made in China, which is, you know, fine. I can't afford to buy one of those big $1,000 things. You know, this was $150, so you know, I'm going with it. It's fine for my purposes, just fine. And I can't. There's nothing I can find that's made in the U.S. You know, I have no idea where this is made. It's probably made in China. I prefer to buy something made in the U.S., but in any case, that's it. You know, I like it. I think if I ever get to the point where I don't like it, I will take back what I just said about liking it. All the drawers open pretty smoothly. The unit feels pretty solid. So, there you go.